Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video for Raid Shadow Legends. Today in this video, folks, I am going to be going for the tournament, so to speak. I'm trying to kind of finish a tournament in the top 5 area. I'm not really after, at this late stage, I'm not really expecting to do much of anything, but I did manage to level up Romero and bring him to level 60. These are some champions that I need to work on. As you can see, Mastery is an artifact. We do have Stagnite up and ready. He just needs the Masteries, and once again, he needs equipment. We've got Juliana as well. Obviously, we've got Foley, who's been leveled up in this time. I've done Juliana, so just kind of showing you that Masteries and stuff and equipment and gear still needs to be sorted for them. So, you know, maybe during the night I will let my team do the Dragon 20 runs. I would like to get them in the lifesteal sets. This needs looking at right here. So there's ways of improving. I do have better gear. As you can see, we don't have a neck and a banner on them. What's he got? Okay, so he's got some good, decent gear. So I've been trying to find a use for Bellower. I mean, I have him at level 60, so I could definitely use him. I don't really know what I could do with Gorgorab at this point. I do have a revive, but he's here in case I do need him. Gear-wise, yeah, there's definitely lots of room for improvement. There's like lots and lots of room. So I'm trying to also gauge what I'm going to do next. This is one of my better champions right here, so I have put a lot of work in Mountain King. Manaya, gonna try and use her as a poisoner in different locations, so I want to get a general build. Valkyrie is another really good champion for me, and so is Whisper. She's also a very good champion. So Rosin needs his gears set up, and also the masteries. We're working on that. Rosin will be going into the clan boss team, so defense will be important. I do want that weaken off of him and the debuff. So yeah, that's one of the things. I am actually using Mountain King, in all honesty, as a damage doer in the dragon team to help Whisper DPS down the ads and the boss. I think these three champions right here, Tyrell and Alton, with Ghostborn, maybe Gala Long Braids. These are champions that I will be looking at taking up to level 60 in the future. So I'm getting things ready, slow and steady, but this is where I am with my progress as far as I've gotten. I've got some space in my roster to get some more champions in and do some leveling up. So I'm gonna go for the tournament, try and get myself as far up as I can in the. I'm hoping to hit the top 5 spots. That's what I'm going for. So that's where I want to land. Ideally, I kind of want the tome at the end of it. So that's what I want to get. There is a 10 times event. I don't know if I'm going to go for it. I've got 23 shards, 2 void shards, and 1 ancient shard. I could probably use some of my gems to get some shards. I am debating at this point in time if it's worth doing it. So this is where I'm going. I want that tome, and I want that void shard from there. Those are my interests. So I reckon this is where I am at this point in time. If I get to that level, I'll probably be in the top 5. I can definitely make it there. So that's kind of like where I'm going with this. I definitely don't expect to be in the first position, although when the tournament started out, I was, I think, 2nd or 3rd, but never went in it expecting to keep that position, because obviously I ended up going to work, and so in those 2 days I went to work, I lost a lot of positions. So now I'm just kind of playing catch up. And so that's kind of the idea. I did use most of my brews, to be fairly honest. Not that I had too many of them. I had, like, I think close to 100 of each brew. So that totally helped with leveling up champions. I will be stockpiling brews again. I think what I'm going to do future-wise is I'm going to save brews for such tournaments. They do come in handy. But in all fairness, I did manage to get 3 champions up to level 60 during this tournament. 3, or is it 4? So it's not been bad at all. You know, a lot of grinding the same stage over and over again. A lot of leveling up. But I'm happy with the progress. I'm not going to be showing just this. I will be showing some other stuff as well. But I guess most of this video will be me working towards getting myself back up into the top positions. Let's see. I think I'll do these guys for now. They're easy to level up. So I'm going to play for a couple of hours. I'm going to record the whole thing and decide in the editing process what I'll keep, what I think is worth keeping, because it'll be more or less the same thing, me doing the same thing over and over again. So that's kind of the way it works. You know, I'm going to use methods to try and kind of preserve my energy, so I don't use all of my energy on this. As you can see, Queen Ava does go through energy like nothing else. She's quite fast with regards to farming that level, so 1,000 energy is nothing for Queen Ava, in all fairness. It doesn't last. So I'm going to look at other ways of leveling up champions, even if I have to feed champions to champions just to preserve on the energy. Alright, here we go. It's fun watching this over and over again, I have to admit. But it's a necessity. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okie dokie, let's do some leveling up. I decided to stop recording and just kind of cut back in when I think I'm ready to show something different and more interesting. I have got several segments that I've done that for. I'm just going to decide on what I want to keep. I don't want to make the video too choppy. It's one of my things. So I will put these guys up to a 2-star, so then I can feed them to my level 20 champions and get them to a 3-star. And after that, I can feed them to my 3-stars and get them to a 4-star and stuff like that. Let's see. We got you. Now, here's to hoping that I don't make mistakes. I have done that in the past where I fed the wrong champion to the wrong champion. If that makes sense. Right, so you want these 2 guys right here. That'll give us 15 points. I mean, I have progressed quite nicely through the ranks. I've done better than I expected, in all fairness. And if I'm honest, I didn't actually keep an eye on the tournament. I just went for it. And I'm also actually looking at the silver, because I reckon after this there will be a item enhancement tournament of sorts. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to grab as much silver as humanly possible. It would make so much sense for that to be a thing. It may not happen. I don't know anything, in all fairness. But seeing as this champion training tournament has lasted about a week, I can imagine that a lot of people will have gotten and gained a lot of silver. So it would just make sense for Polarium to put out a item enhancement tournament. Which is why I have not put anything on Juliana, Stagnite, and Romero in terms of gear. I've not put anything, not leveled up any items. I'll do that once the event is live, as I'm expecting that to be a thing. If it's not a thing, I'll do it anyways, but I would rather try and time that with the item enhancement tournament that may possibly be happening. Or may not possibly be happening. It really depends on what they have planned. I don't know what they have planned, but I'm just making a very educated guess right now. I didn't even look at how many points these give me when I take a 3-star to a 4-star. Right over. So I'll do the hounds because it's easier for me to keep track of, I find. Okay, okay. I think I have some champions in my mail. Like, they totally fit in the mailbox, because why not? We'll get one of these guys out. And where? Hold on a second. I'll just do that. I don't really like using the rare champions as food for a chicken, in all fairness. They do have better uses in the game. It feels like a waste. We can do... I have choices here. I really don't want to use a champion that I have already leveled up. That would terribly suck. That's just a waste of energy. Could do that. Although... yeah, I'll go for that. Whatever. That gives me 100 tournament points. That means I now have a few 5-star champions ready to be fed to the next champion that I level up. That's just kind of like a waste. So this is where I'm at the moment. I could totally feed that hound and get another 6-star. I could definitely make another hound to that level. There is a bit of wasted energy just because I leveled them up to 50. But I didn't level him up by himself when I did do that. So really not that much of a waste of energy. Do I do it? Do I not? Do I do it? What the heck? I'll do it. So let's see. I'm kind of like sad that I'm gonna have to do this. Where is he? Who am I gonna go for? I feel like I should do Harvest Jack. He kind of tempts me. He's gonna be good in arena. So maybe do Harvest Jack. There's Miscreated Monster. I'll go for Harvest Jack, I think. Alton is a good choice to go for. Anything else over here? Harvest Jack, I guess it is. Oh, hold on a bit. Make sure we got the right section selected. So long, Death Puppy. That's alright. I'll get another one. Oh, shoot the dog. Right, hold on a second. Let's get all that stuff off of him. I totally forgot that I geared him up. I was going to try... I did use him in the arena, so that's why I geared him up. Might as well pick these things off of him. He ain't wasting them. Might need them in other places. I mean, this was an idea. I was going to try and use this as a troll in the arena. I don't think he can do very much. I played around with him. He's okay. He can dish out good amount of damage. In all fairness. But he loses out so much on the principle that he cannot be ascended. It's just a big loss. There we go. 300 tournament points for getting Harvest Jack to level 60. Well, to a 6-star. I still need to get him up to level 60. Let's see where we are in this tournament thing over here. Any day now. Things are still going. Kind of. Okay, 7th position. I can totally get to 5th position from here. Totally achievable. Might end up doing it off camera though. I mean, the other thing I can do is I can use some Void Brews to level up Harvest Jack. That would give me some points. Although, I should probably save the Void Brews for Void Champions. But bear in mind, at this point in time, I'm not really leveling up any Void Champions. So this is a tough decision, really. What do I do? Dungeon Divers event. Really want to finish this one off. Really want... I know I can finish it off. I know I can do it. That's the thing. It's going to cost me a lot of energy. And I'm also looking at my shards. So if I purchase some shards with gems, that should in theory get me to fairly close to that legendary tomb, which would not be a bad thing to have. They are rare and hard to come by. It's not often I get a chance to grab a legendary tome. It does feel, if I were to do that, that I'd be wasting my resources. I think I'm gonna level up Harvest Jack in the background. I know I can, through leveling up, I would get sufficient points to put me close to the 5th position, and that's kind of like where I want to end on the tournament. I'm more after the Void Shard and the Tome at the end of it. Those are the two things that I'm going for. They will come in handy when it's time to book my champions and have them ready for the clan boss. So everything I'm doing is kind of centered around what my clan boss team will look like. So even the gear that I'm going to be farming and saving up and stuff like that is all centered around that. So like these events and tournaments actually go hand in hand with what I'm planning on doing. With that being said and done, that is pretty much it for this video, folks. I'm going to end it here. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to support me in the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.